All right, welcome back to the best NFT show in the world. We are coming to you live from the BitElectro Dream Loops Crypto Voxels Parcel. We're going to be partying here later in the evening. I believe it's going to be around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard with the Graffiti Kings, with Ladz City Radio, my man Crypto Buffalo right over here. We are going to have ourselves a good time. I love coming in the Crypto Voxels Parcel, man. I appreciate Dream Loops for letting us in the front door, man. We are coming to you live. It's our job to bring you all of the NFT news from around the industry, package it all into a little 30-minute ball, and throw it at you. And that's what we're going to do today. We've got a lot of stuff going on. What's going on, my main man, Crypto Buffalo?
Oh, you know, I'm just hanging out with you in the metaverse. I like how you say it's our job, because it really is now being full-time with you, brother, and it is a job, but at the same time, I look at it as just another day in the world of craziness in crypto, and it's hard to call it a job, honestly, man. I feel like a little kid again building tree forts with my best friends in the neighborhood, so I love this. I love the metaverses. Look behind us. You got Ladz City Radio logo, created by none other than Fun Uncle. Shout out to him. He's looking forward to hanging out with all the nieces and nephews on Sunday with his show. And dude, this is going to be a fun episode, man. We got ourselves an OG lad coming on in here and doing some special projects that we get to talk about. For sure. We'll be bringing it out, man.
A 10 hut for sure. We do have an interview quickly with Loadmaster. He's going to talk about the app that he has founded and is working on, and they're imminently preparing for their launch here, Nifty Drops. I'll let Load kind of break down what they're doing, but essentially it is an NFT sales app. You never want to miss an NFT sale. Well, then you get Nifty Drops. You have the date, the time, the details, everything you need to know. That is going to be coming to you with Nifty Drops. Again, a big shout out to BitElectro Labs and Dream Loops. Really want to give a quick shout out to their team because we are going to be partying later on tonight. Let me see if I can't get this for you. BitElectro Labs monthly Metaverse party series. You can kind of see the details right there. Friday, July 23rd, today, 7 to 10 p.m. Pacific Standard. You do the different changes with what you will with the time zone. But that is going to be happening right here, right where we're at in the Crypto Voxels time zone. We'll get you all the information necessary. You can follow us on Twitter as well. So that is what we're going to be doing tonight. What we're going to be doing right now is interviewing Loadmaster's Rock from Nifty Drops. Buff, do you have anything as far as the Ladz Day goes that we're going to have afterwards? I know you have a lot of guests that are coming through.
Oh, man. Dude, we have ourselves a lineup today, like every Ladz City Radio. We have 4 amazing guests from around the crypto space. We're going to be talking to a god, a crypto god, and then Zeneca, who does what can only, in my brain, be considered TA for NFT projects, right? And Q has brought him up a lot during NFT live shows. There's nobody else out there that was really covering like that. And then a couple other amazing guests that honestly, I'm so, deep down the rabbit hole of lineups that I actually have to talk to my producer, my main man Tigbo, and go over the other 2 guests. But we have a packed episode for Ladz City Radio, music beforehand, music afterwards with DJ Savage. And yeah, man, we just keep it rocking here. Today is Ladz Day. Some of y'all might be calling it Friday. Well, let's just end that. All right, that name sucks. Let's call it Ladz Day from here on out. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Ladz Day. If you're brand new here, this is Ladz City. And this is NFT Live that you're watching, which is a show we do twice a week on Tuesdays and Fridays. And, stick around, man, because you're going to learn a lot today. And we're going to have ourselves a good one, my brother.
100%. You've got the rundown right below us. Nifty Drops, YGG token sale, Zed Run, Stoner Cats, and a couple other things. Please leave a like. It does help the episode get out. If it's your first time here, leave a subscribe. Otherwise, we will bring in the OG, one of the OG lads, Loadmaster's Rock himself, to talk about Nifty Drops and everything they're doing with the imminent launch of their app. Loadmaster's Rock. First of all, go Chelsea. I will say that first and foremost. I know my man's a Man City fan. How are you doing today, Load? Good to see you.
I'm busy, but very well, and glad to be on the show for a very short time, probably. But great to be here with you guys again. I've really missed you, actually. I do keep a track of everything you're doing, but very busy with Nifty Drops at the moment. So time is very precious at the moment.
Yeah, 100%. That's why we have you in here. We're going to spend just a little bit of time talking about the app. I'm sure we'll reminisce a little bit while you're here. But definitely, unless Buffalo had anything he wanted to say.
I missed you too, man. It's been a minute, dude. I know you've been turning and burning, though. And that's why when you first caught my eye, bro, you were the guy that was up to some big things. And I love to see where you're at now. And we're going to get right into it with this new application, man. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so it was a long time ago, wasn't it? I got my grant from Ladz to start my idea, and it's actually live now. So everything started with Ladz really, and my small little idea has turned into something really big. So we're actually live on the App Store and on Android now, and we've got a big build coming out today sometime. So this is actually a preview of the new build. It's a lot. It's simplified, but it's got everything you need there to quickly find all your NFTs coming out. It takes a lot of time to find these great NFT projects, and I wouldn't say we sort of restrict who comes on there, but they've got to be great projects really, because we don't want to really be looking at all the niff naff and trivia, as we call it in the UK. So it's got everything you need on there, all the links to all your social platforms, a little bit of information. It's not really an app to sit on for hours. It's a case of it'll update you and notify you when the drops are. So it'll give you a good half an hour's notice before the drops. And in future editions, you can even set the notifications. New banners at the top there, obviously with very important news, like when Ladz is on, etc. But everything is on there. And yeah, it's super. Should be out later today, this new build on both Android and iOS.
Load, I want to get to the roadmap here, but what's the biggest thing you've learned since becoming an entrepreneur, becoming a founder of your own app here? What's the biggest thing you've learned over the last 8 months now?
The biggest thing is there's not enough time in the day, and just managing everything. From a small idea, things just grow, and you wouldn't believe the amount of things you have to do every day. It's very easy to have an idea to make it come to fruition like this. It takes a lot of work, actually. I'm actually full-time now in this. I've resigned from my job, and it literally does take up 24/7, as you guys know, with Ladz and Ladz City and everything.
Congrats, man. Congrats on going full-time, brother. It's almost been a month for me as well, going full-time in this space. The power of just going all in and believing in yourself, man. Well done. Well done.
Yeah. And of course,
Right,
it takes more than just me, really. I mean, there's plenty of guys in Ladz that help me out. You guys help me out. So you get a lot of new friends as well and new contacts. So that's another sort of great thing about the NFT community.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even put the Ladz grant together, that this actually kind of came out of potentially, cashing in that Ladz grant and being able to say, hey, I want to fund my own project. So amazing story that you just dropped before us. But let's talk about the future with Nifty Drops. What do you guys have as far as a complete rollout or additional features or anything like that as it's related to the app? What's that roadmap look like?
Yeah, so my dream was really to just have an app that lets me know when everything's happening, because I'm really bad at remembering things. And the app sort of achieves that now. So it's time to move on to sort of the next stage, which is finding apps and finding NFT launches, And obviously, I'm going to miss some of them. But the guys out there in Ladz and in the NFT communities know about projects, and projects obviously know when their launches are. So we're going to reward people for doing all sorts of things. So we've got a token coming out. We're not sure what chain we're probably going to go on to, but it'll probably be something like Matic or BSC. So basically, anyone launching can get people to share their projects, and the people that share them, the users, who follow these projects, get rewarded in token that they can either cash in and buy that Lambo with, or they could maybe put it into a DeFi project with against Ladz maybe. But it's endless there. Once you've tokenized something and people realize they get rewarded now for sharing things. I mean, how many times do you go on Twitter a day and people want you to like and retweet something? I mean, what's the incentive? Nowadays, for a Bored Ape, you've got to be 1 in 1,000 to be lucky. Whereas if you're actually sharing and getting paid for it, you could go out and then buy it. Yeah, power to the people.
Amen.
100%. Yeah, man, so I love this. I love the way that. Yeah, I love it, man. I mean, we've had those ICO alert talks. When we had ICO alert, the mission was, let's make sure people know about the best ICOs. And I like that you touched on having a specific process with not allowing just anything on the platform. So I appreciate you going on about that process, man. Really, really cool app here. I don't want to keep you too much longer. Did you have anything as it's related to something we didn't touch on as it's related to the app? I know we see a lot of lads in the chat saying that they've already downloaded it and check every day.
Yeah, we've got about 3,000 users now, and we haven't even started advertising the app, so that's really great, and they're all using it every day. I just say to everyone, just keep using it. New things are going to come out all the time, and you'll be able to get involved in it. You'll be able to submit drops via the app. Obviously, get involved in the token when that comes out, and yeah, just keep your eyes peeled.
Awesome stuff, man. Load, appreciate you dropping that alpha too. You guys are going with a token. We will keep our eyes peeled for that. And I totally get the ethos with the incentivization there. Awesome job on this app.
All right, you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Take care, man. What a guy. What a guy.
Later, man.
Later, bud.
Later, Load.
Later.
Awesome, man. He's off to his Lambo, trying to get after it there in the NFT space, man. That's so cool that he just hit us up right before the episode when we were kind of talking in pre-production and said, hey, a lot of what Nifty Drops and what I've been doing here happened because of that initial Ladz grant. That I didn't even know that, when I was waking up this morning. Wow.
Yeah, some great comments too. A lot of people have been using the app already. It is much needed in this space, like an application to keep up, man. And of course, tuning into Ladz City, the value in every lad going into NFT chat. I mean, that's its own crazy app, being able to give you guys real-time information as people are diving deep into all the alpha information out there, but to have an application that you can sit there on the toilet and be like, oh my God, it's genius. It's just genius. So well done, lad. Well done.
The beauty of Ladz is that we get to do this with so many different founders, so many different creators. We just had Loadmaster on. I mean, Buffalo interviews 15 people a week at this point on Ladz City Radio. So we're definitely going to be doing something with Nifty Drops going forward. Definitely want to have that conversation relatively quickly with that team as they start to launch their token. There could be some things in it for Ladz. We're excited for that, man. So again, shout out to Loadmaster bringing up the old days there of Ladz City, the OG days, and he definitely was one of them. So really, really heartwarming stuff right there.
Yeah, I remember the first time we met him, it was a Meme Force event in Decentraland, and he was the only one that was talking, and I was like, it was my first Metaverse gathering of any type. And I was like, I like that guy. I want to talk to that guy. And then 2 days later, I had a meeting with him, and I was like, wow, you're ambitious, man. You got a whole army? You're taking over the world. And look where he's at now, man. So I'm very proud of you, Load, and congrats again, my man.
100%. All right, we will move on to the next piece of the episode. Again, we want to give a quick reminder. I have it up on my screen here. We are going to be hanging out with Dream Loops, with Nifty Drops, who we just had on here later on, and Graffiti Kings. We will be kind of hanging out with them in the Crypto Voxels estate, which we showed earlier right here, smack dab. Oh, okay, all right. This is filling up just a little bit. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit more avatars here as we go forward into the night, but definitely wanted to give one last shout out there, and we will hop off into the remaining parts of the episode.
It just keeps on going and going, man. Let's check in from time to time on that one. During Ladz City Radio, I'll be checking in as well because, yeah, it's definitely going to be popping off today.
Absolutely, man. All right, we will get to the news portion again early in the episode. I was saying it's our job to really package all the information that's happened in the past 4 days since the last NFT Live, which we do Tuesdays and Fridays, and bring it to you in a really nice and clear form. NFT Plazas does this relatively well for us. So it's really just taking the analysis, taking the data, and kind of getting it to you guys. So between this week, July 17th to the 23rd, the biggest sales came through. It looked like there was some CryptoPunk action. Axie Infinity, again, collectible market data here, just taking off. And this is down 25%. So we have $125 million in sales. We see Bored Ape Yacht Club and Kennel Club taking over, and then Art Blocks really finding its way into the top four. We can see that's a 35% decrease from last week for Axie Infinity. So it looks like Axie Infinity is completely dead at 125 million sales in a week, Buffalo.
It's dead.
Bored Ape Yacht Club still capturing that zeitgeist. Kennel Club, where there was a kind of an announcement. There was a more of an announcement that came through on one of their Discord events that actually happened yesterday about the Kennel Club. But Kennel Club is absolutely taking off, and the combination between the two, we're still waiting on that actual announcement there. Art Blocks up 72% on the week. NFT Markets, OpenSea, still killing it. They just came off their fresh funding round there at 100 million. Rareable's still going to be there and hopefully do well. We need a competitor. I'm not I need that not monopoly status here from a Rarible. So please, Rarible, get your stuff together. Start to kind of compete there with OpenSea. They added a collectibles section. So you degens made collectibles so popular that the NFT Plazas team added a collectibles section to this. Looks like Supducks were the biggest sales for the past week, evaluating the 4 latest best-selling collectibles every day. So I'm not really sure exactly why Bored Ape doesn't make it onto this list. But anyway, Supducks, Doge Pound, crypto holders, and Weird Whales. That Weird Whales drama episode was fucking hilarious with Buffalo. Crypto Art, Nifty Gateway coming in first, Super Rare coming in second, Foundation coming in third. Crypto Art kind of on a downtrend, but we do see that it is for whatever reason the NFT Plazas team decided to compare last year July with this year July, which obviously we're in an entirely different stratosphere as it comes to sales. So boom, that is the sales from the week, man. Do you have any thoughts on what I broke down there?
So much information, brother, man. I haven't been buying into anything since I bought my Yetis. I'm going to go do my walk of shame. We get some great comments in here. Hey, shout out to Sarah Wright. She's coming in from the Telegram group, I believe. That Telegram group, man. I remember the Telegram group. I don't know if that's the exact one she's talking about. It used to have a waiting room. Before I got in here, before I tried to even was able to talk to the godfather of Ladz, I had to sit in a waiting room. I had to literally wait in a waiting room for 2 days before I could talk to you. So hopefully she wasn't waiting all that time until she came in here. But it's good to see another female in Ladz City because we definitely have males, females, robots, dogs, cats, bored apes, yetis. We got all sorts of crazy beeps. So good to see you here, Sarah.
Yeah, the Yetis are slowly going extinct in Ladz City, but we do have a little bit of a come up here with Gutter Cats, man. We talked with Gutter Dan yesterday, so shout out to that team. Really want to thank him for taking the time to have a conversation with us. So shout out to Gutter Dan. One last look here at the market from the past 7 days. Axie Infinity down 34%, as you can see. This is more of just another look at basically what we were breaking down there. We can even go past the top 5 and in to the top 20, top 50. Some things that stand out here: Meebits down 80% within the last 7 days. It looks like Art Blocks is up. We touched on Kennel Club. VFriends down 20%. Bulls on the Block making a comeback there with 727 buyers and up 200% in sales volume. So still monitoring this. Really love just looking at the NFT ecosystem from this angle. And if you really like this stuff that we're kind of breaking down, Zeneca is going to be on Ladz City Radio here at 6:30 Eastern Standard. And that's going to be an awesome conversation there. And can't wait to work with Zeneca, man. I really can't.
God, yeah. I'm going to learn so much, as I do every week with the people that I interview. Zeneca is going to be, class will be in session for sure. So definitely be taking notes. And if you guys miss out later today with Ladz City Radio, we will be recording them and then uploading them over the next coming weeks. So there are some really good interviews right now from Gabby over from YGG. We're running a contest, 500 SLP and I believe 500 Ladz tokens as well, and that competition is still running. So if you go into the YouTube page and follow the directions, man, you can be able to tweet that one out. And then Hack Crypto, we just released that interview as well, and he's an educational teacher. There's not enough people in the space that are teaching about crypto, teaching you how to do step by step. And that's something that we're working on right now to bring in some content creators. Had a really late night conversation yesterday with my man Rage Cage, and a new instructor, tutorial man, wizard of all good things, NFT GG, which I will be bringing on to Ladz City Radio next week. So shout out to you, my man, NFT GG.
Amazing stuff. We are going to break down the rest of the episode here. So as you can see below me, YGG token sale. We need like some type of alarm system when we have like an alpha drop. We need like the purge alarm or something. Pickle Rick will have to do today.
How about your favorite?
How dare you?
And the show is gone. It's off the rails.
And yes, and I regret ever saying that.
We
had one last comment there. Small Town Cowboy says BAYC averages at 23,000 per buyer. As a BAYC holder, you love to see it, but I could see how that would be a little upsetting for those that aren't holding. If you're not holding a BAYC Ape, I don't think you'll ever lose money on a BAYC app. Not investment advice. Do your own damn research, but seems to be in a good spot. Another one that's in a good spot, YGG token sale and Tokenomics. This token is launching on the 27th, I believe. So we have 27th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. It is going to be a Dutch auction. I really don't have the time or the want to break down what a Dutch auction is for you guys while we're on stream. If you want to know more about this, we talk about all these token sales in our Discord, which it is linked in the description. It's going to be a starting bid of 50 cents. It decreases over time to a minimum bid of 20 cents. And then there's some game theory in there. So about a $15 million market cap there at 20 cents. And then, or $12.5 million, I'm sorry, at 50 cents. And at 20 cents, it's going to be a $5 million market cap, which if you know anything about market caps and you just monitor some of these targets in some of these other companies, 5 million, even 12.5 million, pretty low when it comes to some of these larger projects. So Yield Guild Games, we did have Gabby on the Ladz City Radio. That was an amazing conversation there with Crypto Buffalo, but this project is dope. What they are doing with their sub DAO and DAO structure and the ability to rent out their assets to their gamers, it's going to explode. This is also on Sushi, by the way. Do your own damn research for sure.
Do your own damn research. But hey, you down with YGG? Yeah, you know me. I'm telling you, Gabby's got something there from YGG, and the Dutch auction is tricky. What was the last one? Did Flo didn't do a Dutch auction? It was Alluvium, maybe, or
Alluvium. Yep, Alluvium did a Dutch auction. Yep.
Yeah, those are tricky, and so to each their own. If some people they like that, it's almost like gamifying in a certain way, like watching it and trying to time where you're going to get the lowest part of that 24 hours. But for me, man, I don't know. I definitely believe in the project and definitely am going to be promoting and looking in deeper. But I don't know if I can even stand trying to time those kind of things right now. It's so crazy out there, man. Mm-hmm.
It is crazy. I mean, when you get into a situation like this, not to spend too much time on this YGG sale, these are the opportunities, honestly, to make outsized returns. Obviously, if you can get in, seed rounds and different things like this, that's going to be awesome. But outside of that, these initial token sales have the opportunity because they have the lower market cap of what we're seeing right here, whether it be 17 or 12.5 million. That's pretty small for a lot of NFT projects out there. So Crypto Salmon is saying if bullish on Play to Earn, then bullish on YGG. Exactly. Llama saying Dutch auction is not an auction conducted by Dutchmen. It is not, although it's not that doesn't necessarily mean it's false. You could have Dutchmen launching a Dutch auction. But this is going to be on Sushi. Make sure you have USDC in your wallet. Again, nothing that we say here is investment advice. Do your own damn research. And that is that, man. YGG, cannot wait to work more closely with them as well.
I got a deep question for you. If telling people to do their own damn research, is that considered investment advice?
It's research advice. It's research.
I'll see myself.
I'm getting to guys. Some lawyers that are watching this, please let me know if saying do your own damn research is going to get me into hot water. Otherwise,
it's like look both ways before you cross the road. Hey, don't you dare give me that kind of life advice. All right.
Unfortunate. This is the world that we live in. I have a quick update from Splinterlands. They are launching their governance token. If you are a Splinterlands player, most likely you will get an airdrop here of the SPS token. The launch is going to be on the 26th, so a day before that YGG sale. First token airdrop will happen one day later. So the token launches. Users of the actual platform are getting the airdrop. I don't see anything about a sale specifically, so I don't think there's anything like that happening, although we can hop in and see if they mention a token sale at all. Again, they'll be launching that liquidity pool, so it's not going to be a sale of sorts, but it is going to be initiation of like that liquidity pool for SPS on the Binance Smart Chain network. So we've interviewed Splinterlands. They're doing some great things with their product, definitely a value add to the NFT industry, and they're launching their token. So good luck to anybody that's trying to get in on these projects over the next coming weeks for sure. All right. We will move into the next piece, I believe. Let me see if I can't get a quick one. Let's see. Okay. We have Zed Run. Zed Run's been talked about in the last couple months. I think within the last month at least, they've had a couple slip ups as it relates to their, I believe, assets that they launched. They launched a creator fee, which essentially people weren't happy about because there was some type of fee that was going back to the devs and they didn't launch it. So around communication, they were taking a couple hits, definitely have had their fair share of call outs from the community, but still a great product. And Andreessen Horowitz and I believe let me make sure I have this, Redbeard Ventures and TCG, the company that made a strong investment in Barstool Sports. They actually led, Andreessen and these guys led a $20 million round for Zed Run. So the valuation there, I'll need to kind of look into, but the fact that Zed Run's raising 20 mil, they're going to be able to push that and pump that into their product there, and we'll continue to see that product grow out. So I'm looking to see, it looks like $30 million worth of racehorses have been sold to date. Looking at a couple other things, I would love to see what valuation they raised at, but it looks like all we're getting is that number of 20 mil. But shout out to Zed Run. Always good to get some monies.
Do you own a horse? You been doing any racing?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't own a horse, guys. I do want to start a stable. That would be great to have. I know we've talked about that multiple times, where we can have almost like, I think YGG has formalized it, but a lot of things that we've been talking about in Ladz City relate to, let's have a lad lead a project, much like what they're doing with Yield Guild. So if you're interested in Zed Run, want to start a stable in Ladz City and keep people informed, let me know, man. But no, I don't own a horse, unfortunately. It's a bad day.
But you own a bunch of chickens, huh? How fast are your chickens? Did you get one with a gun?
I did get one with the CK-47, not an AK-47, but a CK-47. You know how it is. Anyways, we do go ahead.
No, you don't want me to ask this question. Does the CK-47 shoot eggs instead of bullets?
That would be children friendly. Like, how what is my chicken gonna like kill other chickens? What happens? This is PvP. Justin Casey's coming through saying the SPS airdrop with Splinterlands, it's going to be all airdropped. Small parts sold to private, I believe. Crypto Stamina saying craniums get wicked stallions. I hope I can race them. Oh, that's sick. I did not know that craniums were getting stallions. Matt Radke saying I'm not even reading that. As we move on to the next piece, Tencent acquires Sumo. Will this mean blockchain games? This is a specific part here for Flow. So Tencent's like one of the biggest conglomerate companies in the world over there in China, I believe, has agreed to acquire Sumo, who has previously announced that they will begin working on Flow blockchain games. Tencent agreed to buy Sumo for 1.27 billion. So not much to kind of break down here. There isn't like a specific project or anything like that. What you have is Tencent getting involved in blockchain games and on the Flow blockchain. So for those who are super excited in Flow's progress, you have Tencent acquiring a company that is building on Flow. So congrats to you.
Dutch engine.
All right, the Bored Ape Kennel Club. It's going to be one of those today, guys. I've got Bored Ape Kennel Club announcements. Here we go. This just came from an event. So they ran an event there in their Discord. Again, Bored Ape Kennel Club. If you owned an ape, I believe this might still be going on. I think you can still. No, they let the dogs go. There was like 250 that weren't claimed. But if you owned an ape, you could get a Bored Ape kennel dog, which I can kind of pull up on the screen here in a second. But this kennel dog has been alluded to if you own an ape and a kennel dog themselves, other than, the kennel dogs themselves going now for about 1.5 to about 3 ETH. The BAKCs, the Bored Ape Kennel Dogs, now that announcement looks like it's about to be happening. So we have someone who is in the Discord event here saying BAYC update, hear it here first. Item to be released before the 28th. Mutants update 70% done. Since the day they sold out, they have been working on Mutants. Be hyped, apes. So this came from one of their events yesterday. It was kind of crossed, put down the pipeline just through the grapevine a little bit here from the community. So excited to see what comes of that. Kennel Club dogs have been, shooting up from a 4-price standpoint. So that's good for the apes, good for the Kennel Club dog owners, and we're just waiting, right, at this point.
I got a question. What happened to those unclaimed dogs? Did they get euthanized, bro?
They said they sent them back out into the swamp. Like, just let them. Maybe they're free.
Breaks my heart. They're free. Run free.
267 poor souls that did not claim a $4,000 asset at this point. Not sure what you were doing there. So unfortunate.
Damn.
Okay, this is another Gen art piece that I want to quickly touch on. Slumdoge Billionaires, which if I touch on the Crypto Slam piece here, you can see that they are up significant amount over the past 24 hours. So Bitcoin Origin's up 7,000%, but Slumdoge Billionaires sitting at 18th as far as it comes to sales volume, up 2,232%, primarily off this announcement here that owners of Slumdoge Billionaires are going to get Slumbaginis. They're working with Boss Logic here. This is my life. So Boss Logic and Slumbaginis pulling up to a wallet near you first week of August. If you own any Slumdoge Billionaires, looks like you will be getting some Slumbaginis. And there is a full announcement in their Discord. Let's see if we can't get over to the Slumdoges. Yeah. I thought I was already in the Slumdoges. Come on now.
It cracks me up.
Go ahead, Buff. I need some filler.
It cracks me up the sentences that you have to say sometimes.
This is good content here. I'm talking to bots. We're
love it.
Fine. Marlene's messaging me.
Great stuff.
Not sure what Marlene's doing. All right, the kennel. Yeah, so let's go quickly to their announcements, see if they have any like larger term announcement here. Okay, so they do. We'll leave this up on the screen here for anybody that's looking to kind of look at it after the episode. But first of 4 big announcements, it looks like there's an epic next few weeks. 10,000 generated Slumbaginis will soon be pulling up to wallets of all Slumdoge holders. And for the first time in Gen Art airdrops, we have commissioned a huge name for the NFT and digital art space, Boss Logic, to provide the art direction on the collection. So I'm excited. I'm a Slumdoge holder. I'm just a Doge lover. You guys have seen Chef there on multiple NFT live episodes. So hold some and definitely congrats to all the Slumdoge holders and shout out to Boss Logic. Peace, and I'm out.
I don't know what to say. I'm not part of it.
I'm just like
I get so much FOMO, man, because it's like all these projects. I'm like, man, must be nice. Must be nice to be part of these amazing, groups. But yeah, man, Doge Chef needs to make an appearance on this show again, man. You have such a beautiful dog, man. Bring him out.
I will. I'll tell him you said that. I'm sure he'll love that. Don't get his head too far blown up. But we do have a couple comments here from the Slumdoges. It looks like STC also said, "Buff the abominable showman." Crypto Stamina saying Lambos for Slumdoge per Classy J. Gabriel's talking about your euthanization comment and says NFT dogs don't die; they just go to burn addresses in the sky. Mm-hmm. And Nick Swervis finally says Slumbaginis are like the Pontiac Fieros with the body kits. Hell yeah! So having ourselves a fun time here it is Ladz Day, baby. And lastly, we have 2 pieces here. We're going to touch on the Stoner Cats, so we can roll that footage so you guys can kind of see what's going on with the Stoner Cats, and we'll have a bigger conversation about celebrities and NFTs.
Damn, Grandma.
Pretty cool project here. There's a little bit of an uproar because this came actually from Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. There's definitely a healthy amount of people in the industry that don't trust when celebrities kind of come in and launch different projects. So we do have Stoner Cats, and I will get to the website here that we can pull up on the screen. So this Ashton's like getting after it on social media. He's had Vitalik on some of his videos. Let's see if we can't get Vitalik here. Is that not playing? All right, we have Vitalik here.
We got sound.
Oh, here we go. So he basically had like some meme videos with Vitalik where he would like show Mila and then he'd show Vitalik.
And transactions, and it helps you to send transactions whenever you need to actually do something with your assets.
So like what I said.
Hey, babe.
Yeah.
What's a wallet?
It's where your information's stored. So you have to have a number that is just yours. It's almost like your fingerprint.
Shout out Mila,
And
still looking
it is
good.
How you
Yeah,
do
man.
the transactions. You have to have a wallet in order to make a transaction.
Vitalik?
Yeah.
A wallet is...
So you get the idea. And the first video he did, which was about 3 days ago, which was around the announcement of Stoner Cats, he did this crypto with Kunis thing where it showed Mila, he was asking her questions about blockchain and stuff, and then he was like, is that correct? And he moved over to Vitalik, which was this big unveil. Stoner Cats is definitely a hotly debated topic right now because there's something to the effect of like funding the actual launch of this smaller project. So they're basically saying fund the content you want to watch. If you own the cats, you can essentially watch the series. It seems like some people in the community are saying, hey, this is kind of a situation where based on different mechanics of the sale where they're going to release some later on. I can get into that here in a second, but yeah, I mean, there's some people that think this is a cash grab by some celebrities, and obviously, having Ashton and Mila in the industry is not inherently bad, but want to definitely look into this a little bit more because guys like Rizzle, I think Ronan was talking about this as well from a supply standpoint, and just wondering, hey, is this the right way to go about it? So want to break down some of these things a little bit more, but essentially people who are buying into these NFTs are funding the production of the show. So it's
and then their NFT
it's
is
cool
in the
fun.
show. Like their cat that they bought will be in the show. Is that kind of how it's going? It looks like they got a cast here of a couple. Jane Fonda's in there as well. Is Ronan? Did he already get a cat? Is he in the show as well?
I don't think the cats are on sale yet. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but basically that seems like a good utility, right? If you can own a cat that's in the show. I don't know if that's necessarily true, nor do I believe that these are going to do poorly. Like regardless of how they launch and they go about the launch, you'll be able, price is TBA, remaining cats 10,420 classic. And I do want to kind of get into this here in a second. There's some pieces where they're going to launch additional cats once they reach a certain point. Let's see. Yeah, I want to definitely do some more research here because that was like the hotly contested thing. It looks like 3,000 new Stoner Cats NFTs released over the course of the first season for a total of 13,420, as opposed to the 10,420 that were initially released. So I think there's some token mechanic and tokenomic questions by the community, as well as kind of being wary of Ashton and Mila kind of getting into this industry. So we'll see, man. I mean, NFTs have been seen as a really good funding mechanism, and that's what they're trying to do: fund a project and fund a series initially through this release.
Yeah, it's interesting, and Ashton's been in the space for a minute, and Crypto Stamina says he's been investing in the space for a while. Should know the price point is too high, so interesting.
Fair, yeah, fair point there from Crypto Stamina. I mean, Ashton has been around. His venture studio has taken multiple investments in NFTs, so 0.3 is definitely fairly high. And we will continue to kind of. I think that again goes back to the issue, right? You have a 0.3 sale buff. That's 10,420. So really up there at the high end of where you want to cap your sales at for your secondary market. And then they're going to release additional supply into that market, which is not going to help the actual floor price and things like this. So that was the big kind of, hey, this is super expensive. Now people are questioning whether it's kind of a cash grab. So there you go. As always, appreciate people for helping putting the dots together as we see it in the NFT space.
Yeah, and Mila, She could sell anything, including cornflakes. Carrots is
So
right there.
can sell my heart. I'll sell my heart to you, Mila. All right. Anyways, we have our last story here. Realfvr, I believe I said that right, has a really dope little intro that we'll play here, but it's moving into that sports NFT collectibles movement that Buffalo might know a little bit about. But we do see more and more big time sports franchises, big time sports IPs are getting into the space, and this is only going to further that movement.
Oh, yeah. You ready for some football?
It seems like soccer teams are getting involved in this industry pretty quickly here. We see So Rare getting a bunch of funding. We see Realfvr here. Looked like a really good product there that they showed. I'm going to take you into their website. It looks like there's going to be a token as well. So they have. I don't believe these are for sale as of yet. You see that I'm into the light paper here. I'm sure they have some tokenomics details as we go into it, but want to pop back into the actual website. You can see they're selling packs. There's not, again, that much info. You see there's going to be a pack openings. There's going to be collection-based systems with, looks like some highlights, very NBA Top Shot-esque. And then that's it. Stay up to date. Not much more is being said about this product up to this point, but that you can see some partners in there as well. BSC, there you go.
You know what they're doing right now, my man? Everybody in the big sports world, they're building surfboards. You know why? Because a wave is coming. I'm telling you, get ready. And, it's coming, and it's going to be a massive one, and a lot of people are going to ride that one all the way to the riches. I'm excited. We had an amazing meeting yesterday in Ladz City. We had 2 big meetings in the last 2 days in Ladz City, breaking down some big projects like the Ladz Metaverse Builders Guild with the foreman, Small Town Cowboy. Shout out to my man, Small Town Cowboy. He built the first Ladz City ever in the uplift world. We didn't even know this man existed, and he built the first Ladz City. And now he's gone down in the history books as the first foreman for the Ladz Metaverse Builders Guild. We had an amazing meeting with a lot of lads that have joined in, and we are going to be doing another meeting next week to keep that party going. And yesterday we had ourselves a meeting about a secret sports NFT project that's coming to Ladz City. Mark your calendars. August 4th. Could be something. Could announce something then. Or it could just be
date.
Could be just a day. Could be just a day for some people. Or it could be the beginning of the rest of our lives. It's going to be something that I'm very excited to get started. And yesterday we had a lot of people involved in that secret meeting that I'm, trying to keep it on the DL. Shh, don't tell nobody. But yeah, so there's got some big things coming because that wave is coming for major sports. And we definitely want to set ourselves up to cover that. So I've said too much already. My lawyer, half lab, half shepherd, he's telling me to shut my mouth right now about that. So continue on, sir.
No, that's it. That's it for today's episode, man. I really want to echo Buffalo's sentiment as we pop back into Crypto Voxels, or I'm going to attempt to go where the party is at tonight. So we're going to do Ladz City Radio, and then we are going to party on later tonight around 10 p.m. Eastern Standard here in the Crypto Voxels BitLectro Dream Loops parcel. But definitely echo your sentiment, man. If you are in this space, we've seen NFTs blow at, sometimes we come to the beginning of a new year and we call it the year of DeFi, year of NFT, year of staking, whatever. And a lot of times it's a 50-50 toss up. We said year of the NFT at the start of 2021 here, and it has been. And it's absolutely nuts, man. If you are in this space, just plant your flag in the ground at some vertical and you're going to see success. If you're authentic, if you do good work and you stay consistent and you're in this industry, we're so early that it's almost impossible for you to fail, depending on what your sights are and what your goals are. So really excited, man. Again, I'm going to take us back into where we will be partying later tonight. This is the Dream Loops parcel, but take it away, Buff. I'll let you finish out the episode and we'll get our vibes, our tribes, and get out of here.
You know, it's special, like you said, really getting ahead of what's coming. And last year, July 9th, 2020, Q decided, I'm going to start a show called NFT Live. I'm just going to do it on my own, get it going. And you started out like saying, I don't know where this is going to go. And look where we are now doing these shows, covering metaverses, covering so many amazing projects out there, covering a DJ, cutting up some stuff here. Look at that. We got Ladz City Radio dropping right next to Nifty Drops. I love it, man. There's so much coming down the pipeline, and you guys definitely tune in for the rest of the day here on Ladz Day, because this is Ladz City, and we are just going to kick it up a notch as the day progresses. So take it away, Q, and we'll wrap this up, man.
100%. Shout out to Gabe for putting up some nice Ladz City signs here, some nice Ladz City Radio, man. Shout out to Nifty Drops, who came through and gave a great interview. Loadmasters Rock, who I'm sure we'll be working with very closely here as they launch their token. Hopefully we get you guys all of the greatest news from around the industry. Super stoked for that YGG sale. Do your own damn research. But I will be here, and I will be headed to Ladz City Radio. I'm going to be at this party later tonight. Shout out to you guys. Our vibe, our tribe.